JP Pietersen. The floor is now open for questions.
JP, congrats on the win tonight. This past week, Bongi spoke about having plans for the Stormers set piece, and I mean, you guys executed almost to perfection tonight, stealing their line-out balls and everything. Was that the main focus for tonight, seeing that what it went on the day?
Yeah, it's probably it's part of the plan, the set piece, but also we can't just not focus on set piece if you've got Sasa, Damien Willems, some X factor on the back. So the plan we did was good. We executed. Sometimes we didn't. It's part of the game. And just when we get it wrong, I love what the boys did. They saw some fight and scrambled to get the ball back. So credit to the boys for staying in the fight.
JP, what do you think was the key difference? Obviously the Stormers were unbeaten, and the guys coming in and beating them. In obviously your young coaching career, this must be a great achievement.
I think what would be key is like we had a fast start. We put him under pressure from the first half and the second half. I think it was key to put them under pressure and to see how they respond under pressure. And they did well. We scored first, they scored again. So I think the contest was good, both aerial, defensively, set piece was good. But we took opportunities more, what they did. They had a lot of unforced errors when they get into 22. This is part of the game. I think they'll kick themselves. I think they had opportunities to create opportunities they couldn't finish. So I think they got something to work on, and they will definitely come back harder next week.
JP, just two questions. First one, the kicking game. You guys found a lot of space. Even the times when Andre offloaded to Apelele, normally he runs, he went for the 50-22 a couple of times. Just in terms of the plan there, because we could clearly see it was working in the beginning of the first half.
Yeah, I think you're talking about the turnover we got in 22. You can obviously play with freedom. You got a knock on. You can never go. Credit to Andre and the boys for looking up and see space. I think as a coach, you want to coach them to express themselves. And I think you can see out there today, there wasn't much thinking. There was more of doing and express themselves. And actually, I say I'm a young coach, but it's like you must give credit to the players. Some Springboks, guys have played for a long time, and guys like Nick Hatton, like Jan Oaks, put their hand up, Patu put their hand up today, played for 30 minutes hard, to challenge himself against Mietland, Springbok. He showed today that he's, and we lose Bongi early on captain's run, Saki coming in on 2, Bester coming on. So we had a bit of changes in the week, but it just showed the character. I think Andre leading well, and he challenged the group, and you can see when he plays well, the team plays well again. I just love the way he carries the team.
Just last one from my side. So obviously you took over as a coach, a lot of experience as a player. What have you done different? Because there's not a lot of time, you guys are in season, obviously as you said, you're dealing with a lot of Springboks and experience. But suddenly there's alignment, there's freedom, things are working. Just from your perspective, what is the 2 or 3 things when you came in that you said, okay, listen here, let me focus on that in order to see if there's a change in the results?
Yeah, I think the first change was Andre, making him captain, old sharp boy, no Durban in and out, love and breathe Durban. That was a change. What I did well was, I think I just give the group we need to qualify for playoffs in the URC. That's the goal. Get a good leadership group. With Emil, you can see Emil was massive today in the lock department. There's a lot of things that happen. I think it's just to get for rugby players is to keep the plan simple and to be alive with Andre and to express yourself on the field. And obviously, I'm the guy that takes responsibility off the field.
JP must be very happy with the desire of the team. In the recent past, the Sharks have sometimes been criticized as not being, the sum of their parts. And it looked like everybody, there was a great desire in the team, and the guys really fronted. So that's certainly that aspect.
What do you mean of some of the parts?
I'm saying there have been accusations in the past that perhaps the Sharks are not playing to their potential, because they've got a lot of stars. But it looks like the guys really sort of play to their potential today.
Yeah, I think it's difficult for I think Akis is somewhat similar boat as me. with the Springboks coming in and out. Rest period between camps, obviously play for the Springboks and coming in. We have to give them 8 weeks off. We need to find a way to give them 8 weeks off. So it's always a bit of disruption and to get something, to build something. And the important thing is to give them clarity, what do we want from them, and cohesion. You can see that the group has been playing together for I think the whole month of Jan, and there was a rotation of the squad, so everybody had a chance to play. We're still figuring it out how to implement the box with the calendar. It's still a one we're still figuring out.
JP was very happy with the defense, especially in that second half, with a lot of the Stormers empties into the 22, and there were a few occasions with lineouts that they've also missed out the Stormers now. You must be very happy with just the grit that your team showed in the 22 to defend it.
Yeah, of course. Like I said earlier on, I think Dobbo will be not disappointed, but he will feel a bit frustrated that they create opportunities to score now in the 22, and we did on the other side. We created opportunities, we got yellow cards, and we scored, and we came away with points. I think it's the margin of the game. You create pressure, and then you have to convert pressure into points. Just imagine if we didn't convert points and the game is 12-17. It will be a different ball game because the Stormers fill up in on the defense. I think there's a difference between the two teams, the one that converted and the one that didn't convert.
JP, also just on that defense, the guys really picked each other up. You could see after a hit or a turnover in the 22, it's like everyone came to the person who made the initial hit, and they sort of picked that guy up ready for the next hit. Is that sort of what you saw outside there with that defensive effort as well?
Yeah, we're talking about caring for each other and not caring by talking. And like you say, you can see caring by doing. That's something we've been working on as a group. And Andre's been massive in that department of challenging Oaks. And you can see he's a guy that his actions, is more than the way he talks. And it's good that you can see it from the outside in. That's something I always challenge the boy. Is you want to see fans can see that you care and you make the jersey proud. Which was my first speech, was to make the jersey proud by not talking, by doing.
And then just lastly, how does the next week look? That was a battle out there. How do you recover for 3 days, have training sessions, and prepare for this wounded side that will definitely come up to Durban?
Yeah, the thing is, I'm just going to check if I got players left. I think I lost all 3 loose forwards, so I need to go check if there's players available first. Which is South African derby, it's physical, it's hard, and we love it. Literally, we love it to play. And the turnaround will be short. Probably Monday, bit of refresh and recover. At least it's the same team you play, so you don't have to go change completely the plan. You can bit of tweak now and then, and give it a full go again. And then Stormers going to come up and prove a point. The challenge is always in rugby, can you double up? That's the thing.
Yeah, 2 questions. The first one being Afalele Fassi, absolutely outstanding tonight. What sort of impact does he have on the squad from an attacking point of view?
It's good. Probably his birthday. That's why he plays so well. But he just attack from 15. He just gives a different X factor. That's what he's got. He's got a kicking game. He got I think 22s today. It's weird. Like his attacking ability, but his technical ability was amazing today. Good on the high ball, know when to transfer. He did one transfer with Zas. He didn't see it. Luckily, Andre saved him. But he was good. He's got that X factor that I think any team wants. It's great to him. But I think the forwards, we forgot about the forwards. They scrum, they maul, they defend. They were good today. Our pack.
Salahs don't run scrums. The follow-up question is, talking of the speedsters, if there was ever the chance to have Brian Habana come into the coaching squad in some capacity, how would you feel about that?
Brian Bennett come?
Yeah, maybe, who knows?
Or into coaching?
Yeah, if he ever wanted to come and coach with the Sharks, how would you
Or
react?
not? Probably.
And welcome.
It's outlandish, but yeah.
Yeah. Brian is a good legend. We'll welcome him. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. You hit me there with that one.
Yeah. Okay. JP, sorry, just around the injuries, I know you touched on it briefly, but firstly, Bongi, what exactly happened with him?
Yeah. He's a calf.
Calf.
Yeah.
So is that serious enough for next week, or don't you know?
He's in contention for next week. But we'll make a call probably late in the week again.
Yeah. And then the 3 loose forwards, what type of injuries are those?
Yeah, see, what I've heard, Hemi, heard his Hemi, Manu rolled his ankle, Pepsi got a toe, so there's 3 guys, I understand, so, but I don't know how serious Pepsi's toe is and how serious Manu's ankle is.
Yeah, but it does create a selection conundrum for you for next week.
Yeah, of course, and obviously Matt Roman is also out, he had his shoulder, so we've 4 loosies in 2 weeks, so yeah, we'll go look back in the front board. We got Tino, that's back around. We got Luat, Conneral is there. And we got Andre Estesen. And maybe Ethan Hoeka.
Okay,
So,
question there and then one final question. Thank you.
JP, just Siya Kolisi, his presence in the team, present in the squad, like you guys touch about care and stuff, but also just looked how he motivated the guys. I mean, when he came onto the field, the crowd made like he's playing for the Stormers already. Just in terms of his presence and his impact, and then just long term for him obviously making the shift going forward, just what does that mean for you guys as a union? Because obviously, I mean, as you spoke about the legend, the man is a legend, but like just the presence and the way it rubs off from his teammates around him.
I think he was huge for us when he came on second half. Like I said in the press before the game, if you look at the history of the 4 games, we lost the last 4 games because of not experience and not managing a game. And I think he was huge when he came on. Just his leadership and his actions, what he did on the field. And you can see the way he was talking and hyping the Oaks up. I think he was massive for us in that 20 minutes he was on. Like you give belief, and it's just who he is, in a sense. It makes people better around him. Yeah, it's going to be a sad loss seeing him come to the Stormers. But he's still got a job to do for us till the end of the season. Obviously, the season is bigger than rugby. That's why I came here. And I'm just happy that what he can contribute to us today. Like I said, leadership, you can't coach. And he's born with leadership and the way he lead today.
Final question.
JP, just you said the forwards didn't get the questions now from here, but just you subbed Patu off at 30 minutes. Did you have a call this week with Rassi in terms of that Ox change at 30 minutes? But just Patu did his job.
Yep.
He did very well. And then when you brought on Oxy, the scrums shifted towards you. Was that part of that plan with that move?
Yeah, it's like I said, this question he asked about experience, finished the game. We always look at like Patu. If you look at the game, Patu was on the bench. He will probably play for 10 minutes max. And the challenge I asked Patu and Nick Hatton was in the week, can you challenge yourself against like a Nederland, like a Springbok, and you're going to play for 30 minutes? Can you give it all for 30 minutes and challenge yourself? Because it's the best team in the URC. Can you challenge yourself that you can compete? So we're going to also see as coaches, can you do it? Same as Nick Hatton against Paul de Villiers and them. Can you show, put your hand up that you can compete? Because we got good loosies with. I know what I got in Fox. I know what I got in Vincent Chuka. I know what I got in Pepsi. I know what I got in Siya Kolisi. I just need to find out with Nick Hatton and Patu. Can they compete and can they fight for the minutes they get? Nick played 80 and he showed Jaco Williams on the wing. We don't talk about him. He was good on the high ball. He did tackles for how old is Jaco? 20, 21, 20, 20-year-old to look in place for 20-year-old. It's massive. And it's a massive confidence for us as a group going forward and building that the guys are putting their hands up.
With that, thank you very much.
Thank you.